Good morning, children. Yesterday we have come across with the second method, that is crop production management, right? Under crop production management, we have completed two major components of crop production which is highly needed for the crop to increase its yield. One is about nutrients, the other one is how to water the field by the process called irrigation, where irrigation is going to follow two major methods. One is natural method, the other one is traditional method, the other one is modern method. So following all those things, farmer will decide what type of nutrient, how the water should be provided for the growth of the crop. So after that, farmer should follow a different or a certain pattern or certain process how to crop the crops or how to be sowed in the soil, according to what pattern the particular farmer has to decide to increase the yield of the crop. So listen, all the crops are not going to follow the same pattern for their growth. We should use different patterns for growing the crop for increase its production or to increase its productivity. So that is what called as cropping pattern. Cropping pattern is nothing but different practices or different patterns are followed to obtain maximum production from the crop. Okay, different patterns are followed to make the higher production from the crop, right? So what are those different patterns that we are going to see under this chapter is, one is mixed cropping, the other one is intercropping, the third one is, as you all come across in class 8, that is crop rotation. Now listen, what is mixed cropping? As a word indicates mixed, as the word itself indicates mixed, two or more crops are planted or sown in the soil or sown in the field, where each and every crop that we have selected will use different nutrients from the soil. Come again, just listen. The word mixed, more than two or three crops are sown in the soil or sown in the field. Okay, the reason for mixing the crops in one same field, because each and every crop that we have selected going to use different nutrients according to their need. If that is the case, soil is not going to lose any of the nutrient, where the fertility of the soil will be increased. At the same time, farmer is going to obtain the profit, farmer is going to harvest more than two types of crops. Am I getting you? That is what called as mixed cropping. Just listen to the definition. Practice of cultivating two or more crops simultaneously on the same piece of land. That is called as mixed cropping. It may be a wheat and mustard, or wheat or gram, or more than this two also can be planted or cultivated in the field. Have it in mind, if this process is going to practiced by the farmer, the soil is not going to lose any of the nutrient. Fertility of the soil will be increased, profit will be more, while he is harvesting, number of products could be obtained. That is what the advantages of mixed cropping. Just listen. It will minimize the risk of crop failure. If for example, for three crops I have planted, three crops I have cultivated, means if one of the crop is going to get damaged by the pest, the farmer will get the productivity or the profit from the other two crops, where he is not going to face any loss out of it. Right? Just listen. So minimize the risk of the crop failure. Number one is advantage. Second advantage of mixed cropping, optimal utilization of soil. The third one is, it minimizes the damage caused by the pest. What do you mean by pest? Yes, the organisms present in the crops to damage it. Varieties of products or varieties of the produce can be harvested at the same time. These are all the advantages of mixed cropping. Just listen. Minimize the risk of crop failure, optimal utilization of soil, minimizes the damage caused by the pest. The fourth one is, varieties of products can be obtained after harvesting at the same time. This is what about mixed cropping, first method of cropping pattern. Different. Now listen, what is mixed cropping? more than 2 crops can be cultivated on the same field. It may be 2 crops or more than this 2 crops can be cultivated, right? Now listen, let us go to the next pattern of the cropping variety.